For downloading Android Studio, you need to get into the webpage developer.android.com. Once you are into the webpage, Download Android Studio button is visible. Click over that and accept the terms and condition, and again you will be enabled with a button Download Android Studio for Windows. Once that is done, you can view the progress in the title bar. Once the download is completed, you can go to this PC's download folder. There you will find a .exe file for Android Studio. So double click over that and you will find the wait for the setup to complete. It will load up to 100%. Once that is completed, you need to set up the path where your file should reside. So you could change the file setup further. If this is the default one where it is going to store. If you had already installed Android Studio, it will ask you to uninstall the previous version and install the new version which we are trying to download and install now. So I am having already installed with the Android Studio. This pop-up is not mandatory for all the system. And we need to progressively click on next now. So once next is clicked, we will be loaded with another window wherein we need to click next here. So we are going to continue the process of installing the setup. Here you need to click on the Android virtual device as well as another option in advanced system, whereas I am not getting the option since my system is not advanced. Here you can set up the path where the folder should be stored in C drive. Finally, we need to install all the setups. So select Android Studio and click install. Here you will see the progress. You can also see the detail by clicking on show details. 100% download is completed. Click next. We will come to this pop-up where start Android Studio is selected and finish is given. The components will be loaded now and we will be having a view on how Android Studio IDE is to be seen. So here the project is being loading. By default, for the first time, a sample project might be loading and you can run that project to see a hello world there. So whenever you're going to start a new project, you will just see a hello world and you need to design the components according to your requirements. This is how the project will load. Once the loading is completed 100%, you will have a complete look of the IDE. Here this is how the IDE will look like. We'll be having three activities, that is activity main.xml, which will be having a design as well as the text section. So design, you will be having text, button, widgets, everything. So what you need to do is you need to just drag and drop there and you will be having button, image, view, everything. Finally you need to code according to it in the text view. So this is what activity main.xml does. So it is one of the most important activity page. And next is Android manifest.xml. So this page is important again because the main activity will be loaded because of the Android manifest.xml. This is an auto-generated activities. All these coding will be automatically generated when you are creating a project. So you could see all this activity in a folder called app. Let anything be your project name, but the app will be the folder which will be holding complete activity. So these are the three activities. If you want, you can also add multiple other activity. You can design accordingly, you can write the code in the text, and you can see here in the app you will be having three folders. Manifest, wherein manifest will be holding Android manifest.xml file, and Java will be having another three subfolders, wherein inside that you will be having your main activity.java. Res will be holding the layout. Inside layout you will be having your activity main.xml. You need to add any of the activities, you need to add it under the layout. Even if you are adding it at the application, it will sort it under the res folder, that is under the subfolder of layout. So this is what the Android IDE actually looks like. So we will be having activity main under the Java subfolder, so at com.example. So here we'll be having multiple other folders which will be supporting our program to run. And main activity is where we will write our coding to execute, and those activities what are to be loaded will be given in the Android manifest.xml. In activity we will do design, and as per the design we will also give the coding. So these are the three automatically generated files with .xml and .java extension. We will be having new edit, view, all those has other IDE, wherein in new you can add your new project, import your projects, or you can add your activity through this way. And you also have a shortcut buttons through keyboard which you can access it. As well as the next thing what you can do is you could also view the project within a multiple windows using the option. Next is edit. In edit you will be having cut, copy and view, how you want your setup of IDE to be looking. Here what are the ticked box are visible. If you want toolbox, you can also select and you can place it on your IDE. So we have already having a default IDE. You can customize according to yourself. Navigate, code, analyze, all these are the options which we will be using further. Here you need to build your project once it is completed. So build and run finally. When you run, you need to also set up an virtual device. If virtual device is not able to be created, you can use your own Android mobile as a output device. So we will just see how we can do that. When we are running the project, we will come up with this window initializing ADB. When your device is connected through a USB, you will see that there is a device connected. If not, you can create your virtual device which will be visible there to execute your program. So here we will set up the device now. So troubleshoot. While troubleshooting, you need to connect your mobile phone through USB to the system. So all the connected device through USB will be visible here once you're scanning it out. So here my device is not visible currently. So how I need to make my device visible? In my device I need to do certain setup so that it will be visible here and execute all my programs. I need to turn on the developer option in my Android device. So I am rescanning the device. So it is not visible here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click next and troubleshoot the steps whatever are being described here. So we need to go to settings, system, and we need to turn on the developer option. First and foremost thing, we need to go to settings, system and about phone. Under about phone you will be having a build number. There you need to click it for 7 times. Once you had clicked it for 7 times, search for developer option. You will get a developer option. Toggle button will be present. Turn on the toggle button there. This is the developer option. Just turn on that and click on next. Then rescan it. That is, restart your ADB to search your device. You will find your device then. So you need to look whether your device is visible here. Once it is visible, you can see my device is Samsung J7. So one device is detected. Once I troubleshoot these steps, I need to finish and run my program again. So I am running my program. So this basic program of Hello World will be visible on my output screen. So you can see previously there was no devices. Now Samsung J7 is visible. I need to run the program and look over the output. This is how the program should be executed. Any written program can be executed this way, and in the device you will see a application created. So that application can be opened and you can see the program how it is going to run.